In this Map Suite MVC Edition sample app walkthrough, we're going to show you how you can get a feature just based on its ID. So this can be useful if you're using like a custom column fetch and you have very limited information about the feature, but maybe all you have is its ID and you want to find out more information about it. So in this sample here, we've just got a basic map of the world using the World Map Kit with a shapefile feature layer of the Country02 shapefile with all the boundaries of the countries in the world displayed on top of it. We've got a button over here that says get the feature, and it's taken an ID. In this case, this shapefile feature has 251 features, one for each country, and we've just got 103 hard-coded in this box to show how you would use this method. So if I click the button, you'll see that we find the feature that matches ID 103. In this case, it's Brazil. So let's take a look at the code to see how you would query that shapefile if all you had was the ID. Let's first take a look at the view source to see how this application is set up, and this is all pretty standard where we're just adding the map to the page, setting up the World Map Kit. Here's where we're adding our Country02 shapefile, which we're actually going to do our query based upon ID on a little bit later, and setting those styles. And here we've got an in-memory feature layer where we're going to display our, display the feature that we do find based on that ID and give it that transparent green looking color that Brazil was highlighted with. We add those layers to the map and we render them out accordingly. On the button find click event, we're going to call this JavaScript up here, which is going to get the feature ID out of the text box, which in our case was hard-coded at 103, and do an AJAX callback using the map's AJAX call action method, and tell it what controller we want, what method we want in there, and then pass in that ID. And once that's returned, it's going to redraw those layers and overlays so the highlighted country then is displayed. So the real work is being done on the server, and you can see that here by this find feature method. And within it, the first thing we're doing is just getting the ID that was originally in the text box. We're getting references to our shapefile feature layer and also our in-memory feature layer that we want to put our result onto. Then we open up our shapefile feature layer of the world, and we call the get feature by ID method off of the feature source. We pass in the ID, and then as the second parameter we pass in any column names that we want to return along with that feature. So in this case we're just doing country name, but there's also an enumeration where you can say all columns or no columns, or you can build up your string array to just return the set of data that you'd like. So that returns a single feature. So after that we close the shapefile feature layer. We clear out our in-memory feature layer, so we're just going to have one country selected, and we add that new one to it and redraw the map. And the result is that the map displays the country that matches that ID here in that green color in the in-memory feature layer. So I hope this sample app's been helpful. This method can be useful if you have an ID and you need to get other information from it, such as the column data, country name, population, etc. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us, or you can post your questions directly on our discussion forums at thinkgeo.com/forums. Thank you for watching.